afternoon. Welcome to Talk on the Block. What is going on? What is going on the block? We're trying to find out, and we're joining our favorite reporter there on Talk on the Block. Carlisle John Baptist, good afternoon to you. How you doing?
Good afternoon, Master Steve. Good afternoon to your many listeners. What's up, brother?
Well, I'm there monitoring the scores in St. Lucia there, Carlisle, with the under 13. Majid is out there, and we're trying to find out what's going on.
Well, he's been doing well so far.
Yeah, and he and the other young men out there.
Yep, representing Dominica very, 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 very well. So I want to say to him, congratulations. Keep flying the flag of Dominica and continue to do what they're doing. And it's nice that the young boys are able to find some time for sports and really keep it going. I'm very, very happy for that. And the sports division under Mr. Trevor Shillingford, we need to congratulate them, Matt.
Yes, they have been doing a fine job.
A fine job from since Trevor has taken up the helm as sports coordinator at the sports division. He's really brought that stuff up, and there are lots of activities happening during the summer or otherwise. We want to say to Trevor, congratulations, and his team, and continue to keep up the good work. And of course, I know you and myself, we are there to support him, and many others who are supporting Trevor in the good work that he's doing.
Well, hats off to him, Kalila, and I hope they continue supporting the young people, the young cricketers, and all the young people in the sports area.
Oh yes, but let me tell you, are you aware of something that happened some time ago? And I'll tell you before I forget. Some time ago, an article I read. I went to Dominican News Online, not Dominican News Online, sorry, on DA Vibes, and I read an article there, and I saw the article was written by Ronald Charles. So I'm asking myself, hey, Ronald Charles, and I saw a picture of Ronald
on
Charles.
DA Vibes.
Yes, and I saw a picture of Ronald Charles, the lawyer. And I'm asking myself, but wait a while, what type of article is that? Why would Ronald, as president,
be very critical of his associate?
Exactly. From the, only to find out, my brother, that is the Ronald Charles from Newtown, who usually pens article, who is associated with the Labour Party.
One of the Labour acolytes, yes.
One of the Labour acolytes, yes, who penned that article, and they put picture of Ronald Charles, attorney at law.
I guess in the rush, to put this article out, but now the attorney at law is now very, very furious.
Well, not only
and I suspect maybe taking legal action.
That is my understanding, Matt. That is my understanding. So in their haste to bash Joshua Francis, because Ronald Charles from Newtown, that is the constituency, he gets up, he decides he's going to write and bash Ronald and bash Sikiri, because he is the same one time ago during the election who was out, with his malicious stuff about Joshua Francis. You remember he was saying that Joshua was in hospital, etc., and that sort of thing. He's the same one who was doing that dirty work, and so he decided to pen an article, very, very, critical of Joshua Francis. And they decided, and they put a picture of the wrong Ronald Charles, which is very, very unfortunate.
Well, I'm just hoping for their sake, Carlisle, that Ronald will accept an apology.
Well, for their sake, I don't know, because they still let come out with the who's this out, and I'm in no way rejoicing, because I will not do that, because I can find myself in some predicament. So when they say when your friend's beard lights fire, so what's on yours? So I'm just, the message there is that when you get articles and whatever, make sure you check it, double cross it, and before you post articles and or pictures, make sure you have the right person. And that is basically the message. Get it right. It's not the haste of bringing the story out, but getting it right at all costs. And
If you're in doubt, find out.
Find out. And so they were in doubt. They did not find out as it relates to Ronald Charles, and they put out the wrong picture, which is very, very unfortunate. I feel for them, but also I feel for Ronald Charles, because basically, as an attorney, his name was smeared, and he's, I think, the president of the United Workers' Party. So I'm sure he could do with some much-needed funds to assist his party, Matt.
Carlisle, what's the latest? What is the latest that we speak about that we've not been hearing too much about Mr. Joshua? What's the latest with him?
Josh is out of state. That is as much as I'm aware.
Okay, so he's out of state.
Yes.
All right, we'll find out, I guess, when he returns, what is the status with this Newtown constituency. John Baptist Carlisle, I saw on the front page of the Sun some time ago, the, what do you call it, prison superintendent?
Oh yeah, Mr. What's his name? Mr. Blah.
He's going on retirement?
Yes, he's going on.
I'm hearing a lot of problems, Carlisle, coming from the prison. As a matter of fact, I have in my possession, I don't know if I will share this afternoon, a letter from a prisoner.
Well, Matt,
sharing concern about what's going on there.
Well, I also have in my possession a copy of the Sun newspaper that just came out, and on page, let me see, 15, it says the time to upgrade prison service, and a story speaking about the Dominica prison. It says there, officials at the Dominica State Prison are recommending a shake-up there following the retirement of Superintendent Dennis Blah. There are problems related to security, staff shortages, and drugs and other illegal substances being brought to the prison, brought to prison inmates. Speaking to the Sun in an exclusive interview, two persons with inside knowledge of the Dominica State Prison, but who requested anonymity because they were not authorized to speak publicly on the matter, said the government should use Blah's retirement as an opportunity to fix things at the institution. The sources suggest that Jeffrey Edmond should be given the position that Blah has vacated, since his most respected prison officer is also knowledgeable and dedicated. Other officers who may be considered, according to the source, are Desmond Kazimi and Ken Jacques. According to the source, among the staff at the prison have hatred, and it is time that the government intervenes and stop playing politics. However, one of the sources opined that while Edmond, Kazimi, and Jacques are well suited to manage the institution, it may be the best time to bring someone from outside to weed out the bad eggs and put the institution on sound discipline. One source said there needs to be unity in the management structure so that it does not appear that there is any division among the staff. Whoever gets the job has their work cut out for them. So that is part of the article, Matt.
But Makala, as it relates to the concerns, I mean, can we speak to some of the issues at the state prison? Because, you know, from some reports, it appears that there's some racket going on there. Prisoners with cell phones, making phone calls on the outside. How can... I don't even know what to say, Carlisle. I mean, what is really going on there at the prisons?
Well, they have some serious issues at the prison.
It almost appears that it's a hotel.
And they need to take stock now before it is too late. Blah is not there. They need to put in somebody there to really deal with that matter. My understanding is you have cell phones, besides there being no cameras at the prison.
I received a phone call, and, this individual is telling me he's calling from the prison. Is a prisoner. I said, what? It's almost like, the free reign.
But let me tell you that things at that prison there is helter-skelter, going all over the place. No management structure. I did an interview. I will share that with you, Matt. Maybe during the course of the week, I will send you that interview or parts of that interview that I did with Mr. Blah. So we can share it with the general public. But I can tell you that we need to have the prison under our microscope. Seriously, because there are serious problems at the Dominica State Prison. Inmates and what is going on there. It is not right.
I mean, what is he's making statements about police and the police commissioner and deputy. Is he not concerned about what is going on in the prison? Why is he not speaking out? I'm talking about the security, Mr. Carlisle.
Well, exactly my point. Exactly my point. They are not speaking out on that, but they're speaking about the other parts. But up there, let me tell you, all I can say to you, Matt, is if they do not take stock, we may eventually hear serious, maybe riot at the prison, or we may just hear prisoners on the loose. I am telling you that much. That is how bad it is up at the Dominica State Prison. It is cause for concern, serious concern, and we're putting it out there for them so they can take stock of that. And we do, and that is being done today. So they better do what they have to do. I mean, there are lots of good prison officers at the prison, and that politics is playing a pivotal role at the Dominica State Prison also.
Are you surprised?
I am not at all surprised. Politics is at an all-time high there. There's a gentleman that they recently promoted who is an acolyte of the Dominican Labour Party, open acolyte. I have seen him myself, and he recently got promoted. And basically, I mean, not doing anything. There's another individual, a senior individual, Matt, who never wore a prison uniform up until recently because he's looking for promotion. He has now started to wear the prison uniform. All the time he was not wearing prison uniform. And so, because Mr. Blanc has gone, he's now wearing prison uniform in order to try to get promotion. And the list goes on and on and on. So who have ears to hear, let them hear. Take stock of the Dominica State Prison. If you all do not do that, Mr. Minister, I am telling you to take stock. Put proper management structures in place. Deal with that. You need to have a sound boss, a sound superintendent of prison, and you need to do that now. You better do that now.
I'm still coming back to the issue of phone calls. Prisoners getting phone calls in the prison and, within their cells.
But not only that, man. You may have heard what's his name, Bert Gregoire, who was working on Q some time ago, or ever so often you would hear him bigging up certain prisoners at the Dominica State Prison because they're WhatsApping him. They're WhatsApping him from their cells. Can you imagine that?
I never heard these things happening, before. But somebody is trafficking. Somebody or a few people may be trafficking these phones into the cells.
But because there are no cameras there, so nobody checking on anybody, nobody to check. There's no proper checks and balances.
I forgot you mentioned that there, Dekala. There were no cameras within the prison walls.
Exactly my point. Exactly my point. So when you do not have that, what do you expect to happen? What do you expect to happen? And they are not doing anything about it. When I spoke to Mr. Blanc, he said that they are looking at it. But my understanding is that they had the monies. They had the monies to deal with that matter. I'm also understanding that it's a boys' club because they want to do a fencing, and monies to do that fencing seem to be going to whoever it is without tendering.
Baptist, somebody just mentioned a name there because I suspect they're in search of a prison boss, a prison superintendent. The name Mervyn Paul Carlisle from GIS. He has some training in the prisons, and he has done a course. I think somewhere in India he conducted. He received some training for the prisons. So why don't you put him in charge of the prison? Have you heard that name, Carlisle?
Yeah, but he was working there. I think he would have resigned. I think he would have resigned as a prison officer.
But given his experience, he may be a good officer.
But you have other people there, Matt, who are working like Jeffrey Edmond, like Mr. Auguste. There's a Mr. Auguste. I don't remember his first name, but a Mr. Auguste who has done training also, is well trained, who is also responsible for rehabilitation of prisoners, of prison inmates. He is responsible for that. I think Mr. Auguste at the Dominica State Prison. We also have Mr. Jean-Jacques. We have Mr. Kazimi. These are a few names that come to mind, and they are at the Dominica State Prison. So I think that there are people who are competent and capable within the confines of the prison itself who can lead that institution. But Mr. Blas spoke, Matt, about, in an interview that I had with him, he said he's concerned that in terms of the selection process, prison officers when they are picked or interviewed by the police, then they come straight on the job. So they learn on the job. Unlike, say, the police, when you become to become a police officer, you have 6 months of training. But the prison, to become a prison officer, you don't have that. You are being interviewed by the police, and then maybe they do a 1 or 2 background check, and then you come to work when you are selected. Absolutely no training. And in an interview with Mr. Blah, he expressed concern about that. So the selection process is flawed.
Somebody's asking, well, Matt, why can't Kenrick Jean-Jacques be made superintendent of prisons? He's young and experienced. So a few names being tossed around, Carla John Baptist, and we'll see.
Exactly. I spoke about Kenrick Jean-Jacques, and my understanding is that Mr. Blah's recommendation is for Mr. Kenrick Jean-Jacques. But my understanding also is that Mr. Blah and Mr. Edmonds would not see eye to eye. That is my understanding, and so Mr. Blah would have bypassed Mr. Edmonds for recommending him post. I also understood that Mr. Chatter, retired prison superintendent, he had ensured that people like Mr. Jean-Jacques, Mr. Edmonds, and the likes had gotten the requisite training to put them in a position to take up that mantle. But then, with all the politics that has been at the prison, things are still helter-skelter all over the place. And so the place is just without a proper management structure and the likes. And things are just happening here, there, everywhere. You don't know where to go and all those kind of things.
What somebody has to say, Matt, Mervyn took a course, or his course was in counseling and drug rehabilitation to offset young offenders. Nothing else. So he has no training in prison management.
Exactly. So there you go. And you have, like, again, I will say, the likes of Edmonds and Jean-Jacques and Kazimi, who have been at the prison for a while, who have the requisite training, and Mr. Auguste, young Auguste, who also, I think recently he did an SSU course in Barbados. I think he's from the community of Foncole or thereabout. He did an SSU course in Barbados in that regard, and I know for a fact that he is specifically responsible for the inmates as it relates to rehabilitation, and he's the one dealing with them. So we have enough people in there competent to take up the mantle. But what they need to do, Matt, they need to quickly find themselves. If they have to do that now, today, go at the prison, because it is like a ticking time bomb, tick tock, because it will soon explode, like we're waiting for what is happening, like we see what is happening at the
police, Carla, and I know you have some new information.
Oh yes, Matt, I read this situation. We spoke, Matt, some time ago about this officer who read money. I was very correct as it relates to monies. In fact, I'll tell you what happened. $2,000 was given. There was an accident, and this particular police officer was assigned to investigate that accident. And so the one individual accepted liability. In accepting liability, the individual gave the police officer $2,000 to bring to the insurance. And so the individual left. The insurance is calling the the individual and saying to the individual, you were supposed to bring $2,000 for us. What has happened? So the individual say, but I give that to the police officer. The police officer might use that money. Use that $2,000.
Use that money, and that police officer is still on the force?
Yes. And to compound the matter, the police officer forged the signature of a senior licensing officer. Forged the signature of a senior licensing officer. You hear me, my brother?
So what is going on? I mean, with all of this nonsense, if you will, going on, is there some investigation going on?
Well, an investigation was put in place by Jeffrey James, Sergeant JJ, did the investigation, and his report is in. His report is in, Matt. His report is with the chief of police. So let us see, and that is a criminal offense. Let us see what is going to happen. That is forgery.
So this report or investigation is on the desk of the Commissioner of Police.
That is very correct. On the desk of the Commissioner of Police, Mr. Daniel Carbon, as we speak, he has it with him. But my understanding also is that the police officer in question is his bonjour. So let us see. That is another report that is on his desk. Let us see what will happen. Let us see what will happen. I'm waiting. I am waiting. Mr. Carbon, you have the report of JJ. You have to take action. Mr. Blackmore, the report is there. What is going on?
Well, the commissioner would have had to report it to the security minister.
But of course, Matt, that is forgery. And not, listen to me, not one, and cameras, there are cameras across the area, and they have camera evidence. They have camera evidence.
I'm actually kind of lost for words of this one.
So I am putting them again under pressure to take action, because we know what is going on. We are aware of what is going on. Please put discipline in that police force. No discipline, lack of discipline in the police force, lack of discipline at the prison. Two main institutions. Things need to be put in place, Papa Bodier.
Carlisle John Baptist, keep on that one, stay on that one. We're going to come back, Dominica, right after this. This is Talk on the Block. What's going on? Mr. Commissioner, you seem to be under the microscope there. 1:35, another phone call, yes.
Blessings to you, King.
How are you doing?
Carlisle, blessings to you, King. Matt, let me thank you and Carlisle. Matt, I heard you mentioned it, having to do with that Iranian citizen or the wanted man that may have our passport, Matt.
Yeah, I'm hearing that, the authorities may be remaining silent. I'm still trying to confirm from my sources close to the police, yes.
Okay, so you do not want to say too much on it as yet.
If you have more information, let me know.
Me? You take it before Carlisle and breaking news. Matt, you there with me?
Yes, how you doing?
Matt, cool. Matt, unless we get rid of that criminal enterprise that passes for government, leave the police and the prison alone. Why would we want to harass Carbon and everybody else? And Matt, can you tell me where is Robin Hood? Sorry, where is the Prime Minister, Matt? Almost 3 weeks now, or over 3 weeks?
I haven't heard.
Because guess what? You know when he responded to that Blackmore thing, he was out of state, Matt?
Yes.
Because we have an acting Prime Minister for over 3 weeks, Matt. Can somebody tell me where is Roosevelt? I say Robin Hood just now, my apologies. Roosevelt Skerritt, Matt. Where is Skerritt? So the country and remote control, Buple, blessed be your soul, Pat Aaron, Buple, we there with you. I there with you. I don't know for others, but I'm there with you. Matt, so you mean to tell me we there complaining about police officers and prison officers? We give Alex Boyd Knight $70,000 for security all over her yard. And we're talking about prison, haven't got things. Dominica is not a real country. The boy know what he was saying. He figure out he's governing a bunch of zombies. Because guess what? No matter what he do, he gets away with it. And they're talking about prison and police. Why police do all what all you can? Because guess what? Them fellas taking their food, take all the food too. Thank you.
Thank you. We're taking another phone call. Hello.
Matt, good afternoon to you.
Yes, sir.
And to your listeners. First of all, the prison department, the prison should have cameras, and the Minister of National Security should ensure cameras is placed at the prison. Cell phones at the prison. I mean, what is happening there? Is there not? Is the government, is the minister not concerned? Because when you're in the prison, Matt, it means that all your rights have been curtailed. How is that those prisoners have cell phone, WhatsApping, calling, or texting people? And although it have no cameras there, Matt, but even when you are visiting your loved one there, Matt, they have a prison officer have to ask you to put your phone. There is those little boxes where you put your phone. They pass that thing over you to see if everything is okay. You bring in food at the prison for somebody, they're asking you to eat from it. How is that cell phone happen to reach at the prison? The minister must be concerned, and they're taking those things there for joke. These things are serious things. These are serious things, Matt. And you're talking about, I hear you talk about somebody to head the prison. Mr. Jean-Jacques is well qualified. He can head the prison department. He has been there for umpteen years. Kazimi has been there for all those years, and these are qualified people who can manage, who I believe will do a good job without fear or favor, Matt. Not Mervyn Paul. Mervyn Paul is like putting Mervyn Paul there is like the remote and the television. So if the government is thinking and they're putting people first and want the best for us, they would either appoint Mr. Jean-Jacques or Kazimi or some qualified person in that position and not put everybody that support the Labour Party in position to tell us what is happening when they cannot perform, because when they cannot perform, we all suffer. Thank you and God bless.
God bless you too. Hello. Mm-hmm. Are you there, caller?
Yes, good afternoon, Matt.
Yes.
Fine. Matt, a retired prison officer is calling right now.
A retired prison officer, and you want to make some recommendations?
Yes. Matt, the three guys I would put to run that prison, Matt, is Kenrick Jean-Jacques, Desmond Kazime, and Jeffrey Edmond, Matt. If the government doesn't do that, Matt, they will have chaos up there. Matt, as you know, not you, I know that ministers are sending workers there. Workers just going up there, prison officers just going up there for a letter, the pirates send me. And they must take them, Matt. Matt,
you're serious about that?
Huh?
You're serious about that?
I'm very much serious. Matt, I know all what happened in the prison. Have a nice afternoon.
Have a nice afternoon. A former prison officer there, making his own recommendations. Hello, talk to me. Yes?
Hi, Matt.
How are you?
I'm good, and you, Matt?
Okay.
Matt, Matt, how long, I'm just asking, how long did our comrade from Portsmouth ask me? Because I see on the DNO he asked me, but last night I was listening to a ceremony in Portsmouth, and there was some other person acting.
No, he hasn't acted in a long time. I think he last acted before he made the statement about the Prime Minister. That was a long time ago.
Yes, man, but I see on the end that they give him to us for a few days.
When was that?
To me, that I saw it on the
No, Mr. McIntyre is the one acting as we speak.
Yes, Matt, I know. But I think I saw our pal rep in Portsmouth acted. And they said it's because, they heard us talk on Q, why they give him to act.
Well, I wasn't informed. If he did, congratulations to him, but I was not informed about that.
Well, Matt, look on DNO.
Yes, I will look at what DNO is reporting. It's 1:41 in the afternoon. We're coming back.
Hello, welcome to Flow.
The Flow Big Blue Summer is burning hot. $500 cash giveaway every week, plus loads of free credit and free data. Could it be you? Yes, it could. Here's what to do. Top up $15 or more anywhere Flow top up is sold. Or sign up for any prepaid, postpaid or broadband service to qualify. It's the Flow Big Blue Summer promotion. Get in the action and win. Flow terms and conditions apply.
This is how we flow. Grab somebody and tell them hello.
Tiles, tiles, tiles. Looking for best quality tiles at affordable prices in Dominica? Then you must check out Home Base Limited. New arrivals in stock now. 18 by 18, 17 by 17, 20.5 by 20.5, 21 by 21, and 6.5 by 41. Check in store now. World-class tiles for Dominican homes. 94 Independence Street, Roseau. Warehouse, Kenfield Industrial Site. Call 440-0565 or 449-2214. Think Home Base Limited. Think quality. Think affordability.
Say hello to Flow, a powerful network that connects you to your world like never before. Experience a world-class mobile network and the fastest internet speeds. Express yourself, connect, say hello to your world.
This is how we bond. This is how we share. Let the whole world know. This is how we flow.
Come in, call, or visit us online at discoverflow.co.
Bonjour. Bonjour. Experience Digicel's extraordinary French West Indies and international bundle. Simply dial *134*60# to activate the plan. Catch up with your regional and international friends and family by paying only $20 for 100 minutes to call USA, Canada, UK fixed line, and the French West Indies to include Martinique, Guadeloupe, and Guyana.
Bonjour.
Bonjour. Digicel, providing you with the best prepaid value. Experience the best value only with Digicel. Digicel terms and conditions apply.
This is Talk on the Block. We're back. 1:44 in the afternoon. Hello.
Yeah, quickly, Matt, can you recall I was telling you about on Jimmy Highway, a vehicle that was speeding, Matt, in reverse?
Yes, I remember that.
And it was all dark up when the police officer checked it who was driving, Matt. Mm-hmm. But I'll give you the story in another episode. But, Matt, you play in a clip there, you know. When you permit mediocrity, Matt, you become a mediocre yourself. So all the nonsense that is happening there, while people want to squeeze carbon throat and Mr. Blanc and the prisoners and police officers, I think it is a bit, Carlisle, I appreciate you. Do not get me wrong. I do not, for you and Matt especially, I want to give glory and thanks and praises to all you. Do not get me wrong. But it is unfair to these other people, permanent officers, wherever they are, for abusing us. It is wrong for us to even point out the abuse, Matt. Because look at what we are permitting from these honorable criminals. Thank you.
Hello. I'm sorry. Better call back. Hello.
Yes, Matt. The lady that called a while ago and said that Ian was acting Prime Minister, she really read that on DNO.
Okay.
DNO made that mistake. He was not acting, he was representing the Prime Minister in time.
Oh, that's what it is.
Yes.
All right. Yeah, that's a difference there.
Yeah,
all right. Thank you. Hello.
Matt and the listening public, good afternoon.
Good afternoon to you.
Honorable Blackmore is just as guilty as Mr. Carbon. They are non-productive and selective in their call of duty, yet they talk about police community. I agree that the jacket and tie are going scotch-free. Give poor people children their liberty, as most of them are sent to the prison for petty crimes. Yet the real criminals are walking in jacket and tie and drinking champagne and laughing ha 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 in the country. But it's just a matter of time. Thank you very much.
Get out and experience cool mountain breezes, a refreshing river bath, candlelight dinners. It's all awaits when you take a staycation. Check our amazing offers. Visit www.discoverdominica.com or call us at 448-2045. Book your staycation today.
It's summer, and the coolest summer.
Like, share, and win with the NTRC this summer. Get ready for the new school season with some fabulous prizes. Simply like the NTRC's Dominica Facebook page, share with your Facebook friends, and get a chance to win a Samsung mini tablet, $250 cash, or even $500 cash. It's my summer, my NTRC. Promotion ends August 18th. Terms and conditions apply.
The coolest summer. This is the coolest summer.
This is it, the 2016 Madam Wap Duet Canada Cultural Show. Madam of Madams is on Saturday, October 1st, 2016 at the St. Peter's and Paul Banquet Hall, 231 Milner Avenue, Markham Road and 401 in Toronto, Canada. The best of Dominica's culture will be on display as we celebrate the Madam Wap Duet Canada's 5th anniversary. The Madam Wap Duet Canada Cultural Show, Madam of Madams, will be a fierce contest as past winners and runners-up bring their experience, flair, and beauty to the stage. There can only be one Madam of Madams. This year's theme is Viva Cici Calderon, honoring one of Dominica's cultural advocates, Mabel Alice Cici Calderon. Tickets are only $50 for dinner, show, and dancing. October 1st, 2016 Madam Wap Duet Canada Cultural Show, Madam of Madams, at the St. Peter's and Paul Banquet Hall, 231 Milner Avenue in Toronto, Canada. See you there.
Service at the Douglas House Airport for today, Monday, August 22nd, 2016, as recorded at 12 noon.
The latest weather
Winds
forecast.
at the Douglas House Airport were partly cloudy. Surface winds east-southeasterly at 7 knots or 13 kilometers per hour. The present temperature 31 degrees Celsius or 88 degrees Fahrenheit. The conditions at the Canefields Airport were partly cloudy. Surface winds west-northwesterly at 3 knots or 6 kilometers per hour. The present temperature 32 degrees Celsius or 90 degrees Fahrenheit. The weather outlook for Dominica and the Lesser Antilles. A high-pressure system will continue to be the dominant feature across the area during the next 24 hours. A temporary increase in cloudiness and a few brief showers are likely during the afternoon. A tropical wave located east of the Lesser Antilles is producing disorganized shower activity. Dry air near the system is expected to restrict significant development during the next few days, while the disturbance moves westward to west-northwestward. This system is expected to move across the area by Tuesday afternoon into Wednesday. Regardless of development, this system is expected to bring increased rainfall and gusty winds across the island. Persons in areas prone to flooding, landslides and falling rocks are advised to be vigilant and to exercise extreme caution. Additionally, another tropical wave located in the far eastern Atlantic is expected to develop into a tropical depression later today while moving in a northwesterly direction. Slight to moderate sea conditions are expected during the next 24 hours, with waves peaking near 5 feet. The synopsis: a high-pressure system is the dominant feature. The forecast for this afternoon and tonight: fair to partly cloudy with a few scattered showers. The wind, east-northeasterly to east-southeasterly at 10 to 25 kilometers per hour. Sea conditions are slight to moderate in open water, with waves of 1 to 1.5 meters or 3 to 5 feet. Please remember that we are in the hurricane season. For updated information on weather conditions, log on to our website at www.weather.gov.dm or call our weather hotline at 447-5555. Reporting from the Douglas Transmit office, I am Ali Fabanis.
You heard the latest weather update there. Of course, we are your information station. We'll keep you informed. A tropical wave, you heard, located about 830 miles east of the Lesser Antilles, is producing disorganized showers or shower activities. Dry air near the system is expected to restrict significant development during the next few days. Additionally, we're also monitoring another tropical wave located in the far eastern Atlantic. It is expected to develop into a tropical depression later today. This is your information station, the big station Q 95. Hello, talk to me.
Hi, Matt. What's up?
Good, my brother. How you doing?
Let me tell you, this morning I never heard you call for Wadix. Normally you have Wadix promoting the show. You didn't even call him.
Wadix is not part of the management of the show.
But he could have given you something because he was there.
Well, he instructed me who I should talk to.
Okay. The next point is that there was a certain fella who was on a murder charge at the prisons, and they found marijuana in his cell, and it was hushed up.
It was hushed up?
Yeah, it was hushed up. They found marijuana in his cell.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he was on a murder rap, and they got marijuana in his cell.
I'll have to investigate that one. Thank you very much. And 154, hello. 4493095. This is Talk on the Block. I would say if it's hot, it's find the way to Talk on the Block or the hot seat. Hello.
Garrett, you're not feeling blows. We want more. Keep up blows.
Trust blessings. Hello, talk to me.
Hi, Matt. Thanks to the person for the correction, not the correction, but for the
Yes.
for making it clear, because I was saying,
He wanted to make it clearer for you. He was just speaking on behalf, so he was not acting Prime Minister.
okay, I saw act on the end. So,
okay.
I was just, that's what I was saying. Why are they making use of him like that? Okay.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you. We heard the news this morning that Range Development, this company responsible for building this 5-star hotel, Kempinski, that's what they call it, in the north of the island, gave out 50 scholarships to young people in that area. 50. They gave the recipients $1,000 each. I'm happy for the recipients, $1,000 each for students from the island of Dominica to help them pay their studies. Congratulations to Range Development, huh? Is somebody on my telephone? Hello? Are you there, caller? No. Of course, government welcomed the initiative. According to the acting Prime Minister, quote, this shows the partnership that we have with range developments and their willingness to give back to the people. That's what's good for us. We really have to cherish it, or cherish, said Dr. Colin McIntyre. Hello, talk to me, 1,000.
Matt, the cost of living is so high. Why not give 30 of them $2,000? It's a bit rough to $1,000, Matt, books and uniforms, and Matt, that $1,000 is like what, $1 you give them there? Give 30 of them $2,000. Thank you.
Well, you could say at least it's a first step. Hello, talk to me.
Yeah, Matt, those scholarship you mentioned there.
50 students, $1,000.
As far as I calculate, I believe that's passport money passed on from Skerrit to them.
Well, no. The range development is not denying its passport money. They're just giving it out and saying thank you.
They don't have to deny, or accept.
No, I'm telling you that it's passport money. Hello, talk to me.
It's our money, so what the children they give it to? That's why we want to know.
You want to know the list of students?
That is what we want to know, the list of students. And it's our money they give us. It's not no favor they do to us. Have a blessed day. Bye-bye.
Hello, talk to me.
Yes, Matt.
Yes.
Good afternoon. My understanding, I don't know what we're saying thanks for, because the arrangement the government of Dominica have with range is they give them 800 passports to sell, and to sell each one for 225,000 US. So it's our money. So it's the people's money. So don't you get money from?
You don't think we should say thank you to range?
No, it's our money.
All right, caller, thank you. We have 2 more minutes. Hello.
Hey, Matt.
So,
Matt, if you have an estate and your estate is you have a lot of oranges on there, and I am selling, you asked me to sell the oranges on your behalf. So I sold the oranges. Then afterwards, I decide to, okay, well, your children, I have some money I want to give your children from your oranges that I've sold. I want to give your children a scholarship. Matt, you want to be thanking me for being so nice to you?
You don't think the recipients of the oranges should even say thank you?
Tell me again, sorry, what's that?
I'm asking you, don't you think the recipients should say thank you?
Oh, well, yeah, we should. There is thank you, and there is, oh my goodness me, thank you so much. There is a difference between that, Matt.
All right, let's talk about that a little more tomorrow. Hello, talk to me.
Matt, good afternoon. Yes, while we say thank you, I don't say the hooray about it. There's nothing to hooray about. That is our own money. Thank you very much. And they make much more profit than what they're giving back to us. Thank you very much.
Let's see if we can take our final phone call here on the Talk of the Block. Yes.
Matt, can all that actually develop Dominica? People must ask themselves the question.
Well, if you develop in the human resource, yes, you can say that. But let's continue to talk tomorrow. It's 2 o'clock. Time to move over to the Digicel Hour.